I gotta visit my plastic surgeon from after this just to remove the smile off my face. This is a car to have fun in the sun. Life is too short not to have a Maserati. Dear friends and followers, thank you for joining us again. I wanted to keep my promise and put this video together. This is a comparison between the 2008 Aston Martin Vantage, one of my favorite cars, I thought, until I ran into the Maserati GranTurismo. 2014 GranTurismo in sophisticato blue over coil leather. What a beautiful color combination. Today we're going to look at what sets each car apart. What are the pros and cons of driving each one? Right now, off the top of my head, I can't think of any cons. And we're going to do a comparison head-to-head in terms of performance, space inside, all these things that might come into play should you decide to buy one car or the other. I hope you'll enjoy the show. So I've covered this car before. You've seen a couple of my videos, I hope. The first one I had was a total red Aston Martin Vantage, and you're familiar with the incredible sound it makes. It's something incredible. I don't have any other word to describe it. I really like this grille. The grille itself is a work of art. I had to replace a grille before because one of these slats was missing. And it was an expensive grill. It was about $700. And I thought, wow, that is incredibly expensive. Why is it so outrageous? Well, once you take out this grill, you'll see why it's that expensive. Each one of these slats is stainless steel, and it's curved in 2 dimensions. It's curved this way. And then when you look at the profile of each of these blades, it has a tapered shape. It looks like a wing of a plane. So it's a work of art in itself, each one of these blades, and then the way they're put together. It's I would say it's worth every dime out of that $700. I know it's silly, it's just a grill, but the English take pride in their product. And the way this logo shows up here, sticks out of the hood, it just gives you a cool feeling. You're driving something special. The headlights, needless to say, they are unbelievable. The shape, the way they integrate into the hood and the fenders and the bumper, they're just seamless. They're beautiful. I would think they're just probably the most outstanding headlights in a business, in my opinion, by Xenon headlights. Classic 19-inch wheels, they look great. I really love these cooling vents. They're actually functional. I like these trims sticking out. It kind of makes you think of thoroughbred horses such as Ferrari and Lamborghini and things like that. Black convertible top. One thing you have to be careful about these Aston Martins and other cars like it. Maserati GranTurismo has the same back window. They tend to delaminate if you're not careful. So if you have to clean up this windshield, please do not lay on this glass and push down on it. You know, you got to be very gentle with it. They can come loose pretty easily from here, and then it's just a pain to really fix that. So pay special attention to this window if you ever have to clean it. Just, you know, don't put pressure on it. Just be light with it, be gentle. One cool, nifty little feature I like is about the trunk, how you open the trunk. If you notice, it's got this little ball bearing here. You just push it in and it just pops out. And then you'll find the trunk here pretty roomy for a convertible. I shouldn't I shouldn't spoil the fun, but this is actually a little bigger compared to the Maserati GranTurismo, so this is not bad, okay? Vantage, integrated taillights look beautiful. It's just a sporty look to it. This is what a sports car looks like. When you open the door, it's kind of a cool feature here. You just push this on the front of the door handle. You push it in, grab it with the rest of your fingers and pull it out. Notice it opens at an angle, has a tapered look to it, and this, you release the engine from here. 4.3 liter V8. And this being a 2008, this was the last year for this engine. Starting in 2009, 2010, they upgraded the engine to 4.7 liter V8, developing 420 to 430 horsepower, depending on whether you got the Vantage S or not. Manufactured by hand, hand-built in England. One other thing I wanted to mention, these the e-brake on these cars is different. Just like the Jaguars, they have the same system. When you pull the e-brake, this is how you set the e-brake. Notice after you pull it, it falls back down so it doesn't impede your access into the cabin. If you want to release it, you have to pull it up, push the button, and while you hold the button in, bring it down. A lot of people don't know that, and they're trying to release it, and they're like, how do you release this? It's already up here. I can't bring it down. So pretty easy. Push the button in, boom, done. Another trick thing about this, starting the car here, it's not enough to just turn the key all the way. You actually have to push a button. You notice you put the key in. Notice when you turn on the engine in this car, you get that Aston Martin logo. It says Power Beauty Soul. Watch this. Aston Martin Power Beauty Soul. And then a page opens up. That's just a beautiful touch. So you push the start button, and then you hear that awesome exhaust. It's a V8 engine that sounds like a Honda. If Honda ever made a V8 engine, this is what it would sound like. Let me show you how to take the top down. Pretty easy to do. Just pull this up here. Done. That's it. Now you're ready for a fun ride in the sun. Let's go to the beach and have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce you to this gorgeous specimen of a Maserati GranTurismo. She comes in Soffisticato Blue over coil. Soffisticato Blue, as you may have already guessed, means sophisticated blue, and it's nothing less than that in Italian. Coil means leather in Italian, but it also means the color of leather, which happens to be, you'll see later. I don't want to spoil the surprise for you. Look at these beautiful lines. Oh my God, it's just, I'm just salivating over the shape. I mean, look at these hunches, how they stick out. And the hood is like tapered, comes down like dramatically. The grill has got a wide opening grill with the concave slats that I mentioned before on the Sport Quattroporte. And it just looks like it's got a grin, like an evil grin. Like, I will obliterate you. It's an incredible car. And the sounds it makes, nothing less than outrageous. Maserati logo written into the headlights. Parking sensors nicely tucked in here. And it has a beautiful shape. I mean, it's just wow. I really like the Aston Martin, but compared to the Maserati GranTurismo, I think it's downright understated. I mean, it's a beautiful car and all, but this car is nothing but flashy. It's gorgeous. The mirrors, the way they stick out, the shape of the doors. Check out this rocker panel sticking out like that. That screams sports car. Designed by Pininfarina. Actual cooling vents, functional cooling vents, black wheel once again. I keep saying I'm not a big fan of black wheels, but the more I see these black wheels on these sports cars, I'm starting to be an adept for it. I started liking them, especially with the yellow brake calipers, with the yellow Brembo calipers. Huge disc brakes with cross-drilled rotors, front and back. In this case, they look like they were just replaced. 20-inch wheels with Pirelli tires on them. What a nice car. It's beautiful from any angle you're looking at. I really like these oval tailpipes. This is only on the Sport GranTurismos, as well as the Sport Quattroporte GTS. Otherwise, you get the quad pipes. Quad tailpipes. As I mentioned before, the trunk is a little smaller than the Vantage. A little smaller. I tried to put a box in here and it wouldn't fit. If you plan to go on a trip with this car, pack lightly, okay? Or use the back seat. Once again, that beautiful logo that I like so much, the Maserati, written in cursive. Brake light, all clear brake lights integrated into the convertible top trim. And look at this fuel cap oval. If you think you liked it from what you've seen so far, you have to see the interior. Let me show you this interior, guys. The contrast between the Soffisticato blue and the coil and the Maserati logo matching the exterior color of the car on the coil leather, it's just wow. I don't expect anything less from the Italians. They're the ones who gave us the opera, the Traviata, the paintings, the sculptures, the art. This in itself is a work of art. I am just so passionate about this car. It sounds silly, but I'm getting goosebumps talking about this car. It's just gorgeous. Check out this carbon fiber steering wheel and carbon fiber dash. This dash in itself, check out the shape of it. It curves in 3 dimensions. If you pop this baby out, you'll notice that it pops out this way. It's not just a straight piece of wood. This is tapered, it gets wider and wider, and then it sticks out, and it's a 3-dimensional piece that it also shades the navigation. So if the sun blares from one direction or the other, it kind of shades it for you. It's beautiful, beautiful work of art. The clock, the way it sticks out of the dash and kind of comes forward to you, it's unbelievable. Aluminum racing pedals. It's a gorgeous car. Look at more trim here, more carbon fiber here. They make a gorgeous color contrast between the coil leather and even the blue here. You got the blue carbon fiber coil and then blue again. Some aluminum thrown in there, aluminum trims, and it's just beautiful. It's a treat to the senses driving this car. Let's talk about the engine. This is a 4.7 liter V8 engine designed by Ferrari, and she really does sound like a Ferrari. This being a GranTurismo Sport, it has the upgraded engine. It has 454 horsepower engine. So this is in normal mode. There's a magic button here that I call Sport. Once you push this button, you notice you hear a different sound. Listen to this. Oh. Wow. Oh, this is a lot more subtle. This has a different sound altogether. Whoa. She barks too. This is kind of a Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll experience. You can drive nice and be a nice Mr. Jekyll, and all of a sudden, if somebody is annoying you, you push the sport button here. You hear that exhaust note, and then you press it. Love these Maseratis. Wow. Now I'm Mr. Hyde all of a sudden. Listen to that exhaust. Wow. I love the downshift. Intoxicating. If I had to use one word, it would be intoxicating. This is what I always wanted to be. I wanted to be a race car driver. You don't have to get into a Formula One team. All you have to do is just get a Maserati GranTurismo. Very civil ride. Love the interior. This is a combination of everything. You got performance, you got beauty, you got art, inside and out. This is a complete car. And I've loved Jaguars and Aston Martins, but this car here gives any other car a run for its money. Suspension is nice and taut. It's not punishing like a BMW M3. I hear all these guys talking about Porsche 911s and all that. I like Porsches. I think they're fine cars, but I think this car would give any Porsche a run for its money. I mean, certainly you don't get this kind of room in a Porsche 911. It's going to be a lot tighter, and I don't know much about Porsches, but I don't think they have any V8 Porsches. I know they have the 6s, the flat 6. So the sound you're getting out of the exhaust of a Maserati, it just, this short of a Ferrari and a Lamborghini, this is thoroughbred right here. Now let's give the Aston Martin a shot. Let's see what she has to say, okay? Let's see what song she's playing for us. Ladies and gentlemen, 2008 Aston Martin Vantage. This is the entry level into the Aston Martin lineup. And I happen to like it more than the DB9, the bigger V12 brother. I've done a video comparison between the DB9 and the Vantage before. Check out my videos. You noticed I call this the unruly teenager. This is a car to have fun in the sun. Listen to that exhaust. I really like when you get past 4,000 RPM. We're at 3,000 now, and I want to keep it down a little bit. 25. We're in fourth gear. Did you hear that downshift? Sounds like a bark. Let's go at 4,000. This has an amazing sound too. I don't know which one I like more, whether it's the Maserati engine sound or the Aston Martin. This just goes in a crescendo that you want to keep hearing more of it, and you just keep accelerating. You don't want to upshift just yet. You don't want to squeeze every little bit of it. It's like somebody trying to dress his voice like, excuse me, want to downshift it. Did you hear that? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We had them side by side for your pleasure. 2008 Aston Martin Vantage and 2014 Maserati GranTurismo. The best the Italians had to offer and the English had to offer. I hope you enjoyed our show, and see you next time. I forgot to put on the sport button.